Hello YouTube, it's the Utopian Buddha. So I just put together what has been happening recently, right? So there are things called energy fields, spiritual energy fields, right? And Yogaville had this energy field that I couldn't break through because people didn't realize that I was like, because of my psychotic break and my restabilization, I was already in the self, but I had not embodied the self, right? Because I'm usually in a state of oneness, always, but I hadn't experienced the embodiment of the self, okay? But now I've been meditating and reaching states of bliss in this consecrated space. It's called a consecrated spiritual space, all right? So this is my space, right? This is my spiritual space. And these saints, I've been going into subtle states of bliss. The level of bliss that I experienced at Yogaville was much more powerful than the bliss that I experienced and that I'm experiencing here, because I only have my own energy, right? But because it's the energy of the self and I've been connecting with Shivananda and Ramakrishna, I've been getting real brainwaves, like downloads as to what my future purpose is and how I'm going to really make a difference that I'm put on this earth to do. I have been put on this earth to create the Utopian Buddha chain of spiritual charity businesses that donate 100% of their profits as charity. This is my purpose in life. I really want to make the world a better place. I'm not a perfect human being. I've messed up a lot. I've made a lot of mistakes in my past, and I think that's what's given me the intelligence, the spiritual intelligence to be humble while also trying to become as famous and as altruistic and as big as I possibly can be. But besides, so that's the first thing I want to say. So I'm getting my brainwaves because I'm hitting states of subtle bliss in this consecrated space that I'm creating due to this shrine. And I'm not, what am I saying? I'm getting downloads and I'm hitting states of bliss in this consecrated space, but I'm not creating it. The self in which Ramakrishna, Anandamayi Ma, all of the Indian saints of bliss, and the thing is, I did drugs, right? So I've been deep down into my instincts. So those pleasure instincts are connecting with, those pleasure instincts are connecting with the higher bliss of the self. So that's giving me a lot of spiritual downloads, and I'm really tapping in because I'm connecting my highest chakra with my lowest chakra. So I've been getting a lot of spiritual downloads here. But here's the final message of this. All right. So if you're anyone if you're anyone at Yogaville, and if you're at all interested in meditating in this spiritual space that I'm making, the energy field is relatively weak right now, but it is pretty elevated. If you're interested in meditating with me in this spiritual space, it's just a bare room. I got some food. I got some food that you guys can eat. So if you're anyone who's interested in meditating with me in this spiritual space, get in contact with me. It's utopianbuddha@gmail.com. But also anyone who is in Atlanta that I know, or anyone that I know in general, I'm trying to really tap into these blissful vibrations, and I'm slowly creating an energy field here. I don't know I don't know. Maybe if you do not feel called, or if you do not feel inspired to come and meditate in this consecrated, intense spiritual space that I'm creating, not intense, it's going to be intense, then don't come if you're not called. But as of right now, the energy field is slowly building. My meditation practice is slowly building, and I'm working out and I'm having a good time. And I'm planning I hope I get that job. I hope she emails me. She said I got the job. I talked to her yesterday, so she said she'd email me today. So I'm gonna be working a job. I'm gonna be creating this consecrated space. But I've been getting the downloads, guys. So if you feel called to come visit me here in Atlanta, please do.